has built a dynasty at Corner Canyon, a 74-5 record in 6 seasons, 6 region titles, and 3 state titles. The program has produced an impressive list of players that have gone on to have success at the next level, including Zach Wilson in the NFL. The run of 3 straight championships was ended by Lone Peak last season. Now the Chargers are back at Rice-Eccles Stadium to restore order. A familiar opponent stands in their way. The Skyridge Falcons have an impressive tradition of their own in a short period of time. John Lehman has built this program from scratch. In 7 years, the program has a 69-18 record, and they're making their 3rd championship game appearance. But a state title still eludes them. Now in Lehman's final year, the Falcons hope to finally bring home that trophy. Today, we crown a new 6A champion. Will it be Corner Canyon or Skyridge?
Be ready for a show.
You're about to find out on Game Night Live.
A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to Rice-Eccles Stadium on the beautiful campus at the University of Utah. A cool, crisp fall day, a perfect day for championship football. The day has come. The 6A state championship game is about to kick off. I'm Jeremiah Jensen along with Stevenson Sylvester. Thanks for joining us on Game Night Live, wherever you may be across the world watching this great game. And Sly, this is what we've been waiting for all season long. Number 1 versus number 2. The rematch. These teams know each other very well. Corner Canyon's the team with all the championships. Skyridge is the team that wants what they have. And we got a great clash today. But really what it comes down to me, for me, Sly, is quarterback play.
Yeah.
You got some great quarterbacks in this game.
Yeah, no question. In the matchup earlier this year, McKay Hillstead did not play. Yes. So that's going to make this championship game even that much more interesting. But Isaac Wilson had a performance last week that he'd love to forget. But I know a guy on Skyridge who's not forgetting it. Definitely watched film all this week. Smith Snowden. He's definitely got something to say about this matchup today and expect him to show out. But McKay Hillstead looked steady and strong at the helm last week and coming back from injury this season. So, yeah, as you said, Jer, it's all about the quarterbacks in this game.
You mentioned Wilson in the 4 interceptions last week. He threw 4 picks, and they still won.
Right.
So it tells you how good this Corner Canyon team is, and I guarantee you he's not going to have that kind of performance. Although, when you look at the talent on the other side, with guys like ball hawks like Snowden and Colin Sheffield, it's going to be tough for them. But let's talk about McKay Hillstead. This is a guy who's been there. He's been in the semifinals 3 straight years. He finally gets a shot at the state championship game. He missed most of his year this year with an injury. You know he's ready for this moment, and he's hyped up and ready to make this a special day for him and his teammates.
Oh, no question. And a guy like that, before he goes off to Utah State, he's like, look, I need to win a 6A state championship. So that's been on his mind. As you said, his first opportunity to do that here now because Corner Canyon's been in the way and no better chance to win the state title against your conference or division or regional foe in Corner Canyon.
Well, we'd have to talk about the defense as well. And we mentioned some of the defensive guys for Skyridge. But you look on the other side, Corner Canyon's defense has actually carried them this entire season. They didn't have as explosive as an offense as we're used to seeing from Corner Canyon. But this year they've got a BYU commit named Owen Borg who has double-digit interceptions on the season. In the semifinals, he blocked a punt for a touchdown that put that game away. The Corner Canyon defense deserves a lot of credit for where they're at right now.
No question. I mean, in past years, you know, the great quarterbacks that came out of Corner Canyon, that offense is electric, nationally recognized offense, but this year it's all about the defense. And Owen Borg is definitely at the helm of that. And last week we proved that special teams is very, very important, right? You got two special teams back-to-back touchdowns for Corner Canyon that put them up in that game against Farmington. So Owen Borg is all over the field here. It's not often you see a linebacker with double-digit interceptions. So he's going to have a huge, huge input on this football game. State championship time, man. It's going to be awesome.
We are excited for this one. We are 2.5 minutes away from kickoff. The anthem is now done. We'd like to introduce you to the 3rd member of our broadcast team down on the field. Hopefully he's in position. Dusty Litzter from KSL Sports Rewind. You watch his coverage all year long of high school football along with Dane Stewart and Jeff Hansen and Brian Brown, who had the postgame, pregame, halftime shows throughout this championship event. So we look forward to having those guys involved in this as well. And so once Dusty's ready, we'll go down to him and get some of his thoughts. But you see right now the Skyridge Falcons have taken the field. Once the entire team's run on the field, things get serious. And here we go. Corner Canyon now taking the field at Rice-Eccles Stadium. The moment is almost here. Kickoff between the Skyridge Falcons and the Corner Canyon Chargers to determine the 2022 6A state champion in the state of Utah. Let's go down to Dusty Lister on the sideline. Dusty.
Okay. Yeah, this matchup's going to be exciting today. You know, as you said, number one versus number two. It's what you want. It's what guys envision all season. A lot of people envision this matchup in the state championship or even in the semifinals this year, and it's just proven to be that much more. But as I said, the McKay Hillstead factor of not being in that first matchup and watching McKay last week and how confident he looked and how crisp he looked. You know, I know against this great Corner Canyon defense, as we said, carried this Corner Canyon team for the majority of the year. This makes this matchup that much more interesting. And you might see some fireworks straight from the jump from both teams. A lot of guys are going to want to start to get the momentum on their side. One thing that we've said all season is the game's all about ebb and flow. And I think you want to get the ebb in your favor early in this football game. And I think Skyridge and Corner Canyon is going to look to do that.
You look at Skyridge senior group. You mentioned McKay Hillstead. We talked about Smith Snowden. You also look at Tausili Akana, who's the top-ranked college football recruit in the state. He's an All-American. This is a group that was built for this moment, to finally bring a state championship to the Skyridge Falcons. Coach John Lehman, who's done a great job building this program, this is his final game as the head coach at Skyridge. This is the moment they have been waiting for. This is their moment. But there's a great team on the other side in the Corner Canyon Chargers that knows how to win. Eric Kerr, what an incredible record he's had at Corner Canyon. 74-5 in 6 seasons. Are you kidding me? I mean, you just look at the success that Corner Canyon's had. This is a program that year in and year out knows how to win. And once you have that culture, Sly, as you know, you've been a part of that kind of culture with both the University of Utah and the Steelers. Winning, you pass it along to each and every group that comes along.
Well, the great Mike Tomlin quote, right? The standard is the standard.
Yes.
And Coach Kerr definitely established the standard here at Corner Canyon, and he's got everybody in the state looking up to him.
Let's go down to Dusty once again on the sideline.
Hey, guys, it's going to be an absolute blast today. We always talk about quarterbacks, and I know you went through McKay and you want to talk about Isaac, but how about the matchups of this game is really interesting. Skyridge has probably one of the first things that ever happened in the state of Utah, where they have two defensive players who can go play in All-American games. Smith Snowden's going to go play in the U.S. All-American game, and then Tausili Akana is set to go to the Under Armour All-American game. So it'll be a really fun matchup to watch them go up against Isaac Wilson and this offense. Take care. Remember that their wide receiver, his first year starting as well, broke his brother Noah Kerr's single-season reception record. So a pretty good defense going up against a young and upcoming offense. This is going to be an absolute blast to watch Skyridge and Corner Canyon, who have not played in the playoffs since this 5A state championship game in 2018, the last time either one of these schools played in 5A.
It's time for kickoff in this 6A state championship game between Skyridge and Corner Canyon. Preston Rasmussen will do the duties. So Skyridge will start this game on offense. We are officially underway in the 6A state championship game. That kick's taken from the 13-yard line. And the Corner Canyon special teams quickly wraps the player up. It's number 31 on the tackle, Keaton Adamson.
Great coverage on the low kick. Great coverage in the open field on the low kick. I don't think Skyridge was expecting it to be that low, because I think they wanted a right return and it had to go left because of how low and fast that kick came.
The Skyridge Falcons offense takes the field. McKay Hillstead, the senior quarterback, his first state championship game. He's going to hand it off to start this game to Tate Walker, and Walker's wrapped up by a gang of Corner Canyon Charger defenders who are fired up and ready to go. Both teams bringing a lot of intensity here early, as you would expect in a state championship game.
Yeah, that was great pursuit from the backside right there. Chased him down, made sure he got nothing, got back to the original line of scrimmage, makes the 2nd and long.
Second down and 10 from the 25. Another handoff. Wrapped up quickly. Tate Walker again on the carry.
Got about 4 yards on that carry. Makes it 3rd down and 6. Going to be interesting. What are they going to go with their first pass? This has to be a pass. You got to attack. We're going trips to the field here. Got 4 defenders to that side. Defended up perfectly. I like what Corner Canyon does. They send a guy over a receiver, and then they rotate down at safety.
It's like you got to be thinking, where are the legs of Hillstead here, right?
No. You got to throw the ball. Right here.
Catch is made. That's a first down. Number 13, Kyle Valdez with the completion, and that'll move the chains.
See, this is the difficulty with the check with me offense, right? It makes the defense have to check too. It's a chess match, right? I think Corner Canyon had the original defense they called. That was the right defense. And then with the check with me, they checked out of it and checked into another defense, a lot softer coverage, and allowed that guy to come wide open right there on a stop route on the sideline.
1st and 10, Skyridge. McKay Hillstead's going to throw. He's going to roll out of the pocket, rush, and throws it away.
It's good he did that because the Corner Canyon undercut that ball perfectly right there as he was trying to escape the pocket. McKay Hillstead's doing a great job. He's got a clock in his head, right? You know, he escaped, but he's like, I know a guy's chasing me down. I got to get rid of this football. He does it. He overthrows the guy, which is perfect because if he threw it perfect, it would have been intercepted.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Hillstead's going to hand. No, he's going to keep and throw it. Kalama. La'akea Kalama is tackled and wrapped up. This Corner Canyon defense, they're not tackling solo. They're tackling in groups. They are pursuing the football with aggression.
La'akea Kalama, who had a great game last week, is looking to have a monster game in this one as well. Very talented, versatile athlete on this offense, but this Corner Canyon pursuit is second to none right now. It's 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8, trips to his right. Hillstead. They're going to reset. Tate Walker in the backfield with him. Corner Canyon rushing 3. Hillstead takes the snap and rolls right. It's complete. Can he get to the marker?
Oh,
he does.
Great extra
the second effort picks up the first down at midfield.
Great extra effort right there. So it feels like he got it when he caught the ball, but he caught it and then, great way to uncover right there. Look at this extra effort right there to lean across the line. That's how you know where you're at on the field, know what you got to get and make that happen. Complete control right here by the Skyridge offense at converting on those 2 big 3rd downs, now pushing into Corner Canyon territory.
La'akea Kalama, patient, got open, gave Hillstead a gap, and he took advantage of it. Hillstead's going to throw on this down. A slant over the middle. Kalama again. First down inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. The Falcons are marching down this field right now.
Kalama, as we said, he had a monster game in that semifinal game, and he looks like he's on target to do that again this week. Great RPO game right there. Play action, hit the slant route real quick. Get it to your athletes and watch them work.
1st and 10, they'll mark it at the 34. Kalama again. 3 straight passes to Kalama, and it's working against this Charger defense.
All different routes too, right?
Yeah.
This guy is versatile. He can run all the routes. He can do all the things. You're going to see a lot of Kalama today.
And you're really seeing the influence. Justin Hem, the first-year offensive coordinator, he's going to be the head coach going forward at Skyridge. An outstanding coach. Matter of fact, his first year being offensive coordinator, he was care at Jordan High School in his last Digger.
Hillstead. Plenty of time in the pocket. Going over the top.
Wow.
Caught! Touchdown, Skyridge! Kyle Valdez!
I could talk about that throw all day. Oh, my gosh. McKay Hillstead with the beautiful touch pass on the post route. That was almost perfect. I don't even say almost. That was perfect. That was an amazing throw by McKay Hillstead.
It's not like he was wide open.
No. And that's why it was so great, because he threw it just over the linebacker's head, but in between the safeties as well. Look at the touch here. It's not a rifle dot. There's 3 defenders right there. And he fed that ball right in between all of them. Right over the linebackers, right in between the safeties. Perfect touch, perfect timing. Amazing throw. We're going to see a lot of fireworks in this game today.
That is the 3rd touchdown catch of the season for Kyle Valdez. One he'll never forget here on the turf at Rice-Eccles Stadium, and it has given the Skyridge Falcons an early 7-0 lead in the 6A state championship game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after this.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. 8:29 left to go here first quarter. The Skyridge Falcons have a 7-0 lead over the Corner Canyon Chargers. So we saw what McKay Hillstead and that offense could do on their first possession. Now it's Corner Canyon's turn. Junior quarterback Isaac Wilson starting in his first state championship game. We'll get to see him momentarily. An impressive start by the Skyridge Falcons. Facing 3rd and long twice on that drive, they were able to pick up the first down and extend that drive. And then as they built that momentum,
great kick,
marched their way into the end zone, and that's a nice bounce for the Falcons special teams. Is going to have the Chargers starting this drive at their own 20-yard line. I mentioned Wilson. You know, we talked about the open. Did not have the semifinal game he wanted, but Corner Canyon had the result they wanted. You know he's going to be better this week. Wilson, 4 receivers, takes the snap. He's going to run on this first down.
They really
and
like
he's going to get close to a first down. He takes a big hit. And that's helmet-to-helmet contact that's going to draw a flag. So he gets the 8 yards, and he's going to get 15 more.
Which is crazy, right? You know, his demeanor was forward. Oh, gosh. Kind of hard. Like, how do you blame the defender? Like, Isaac put his head down. That's so hard to call.
Yeah, I feel for Dalton Young because he's just making a play as a linebacker, as a safety.
I mean, it's kind of like the fight or flight. Like, I got to defend myself, too. He lowered his head.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to just take his helmet right in my chest or something? Like,
obviously not a dirty play.
Well,
but
yeah.
By rule, they have to call it.
They have to call it.
Wilson going to throw it. And it's caught. Quinn Hale with the reception.
2 quick plays past midfield.
And they are moving the ball on offense.
You think this is going to be high scoring?
They're going to light up the scoreboard today. Against good defenses.
Yes.
Both of these teams have excellent defenses.
But these quarterbacks, as you said, are amazing.
Wilson looks sharp here early. Trips to his right. Wilson in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Drew Patterson. Patterson finds a hole. Powers his way to the 40, where he's tackled by a gang of Skyridge tacklers.
Great push by Patterson right here. Love the tempo of this no-huddle offense. Very clean. Everybody knows what they're doing. Got one-on-one up top with Smith Snowden, put him on the island.
Wilson's looking left. And that's caught. No, it's incomplete. Braden Iyer was the intended receiver. He could not hold on. It's be 3rd down and 4. So the first 3rd down conversion attempt for the Chargers. The Falcons are a little discombobulated as they get the personnel on the field. They're late in formation. Let's see if it helps the Chargers. It does. Patterson is going to go straight up and pick up the first down.
Great job.
Patterson's had an outstanding senior season. The former quarterback at Farmington has been converted to a running back at Corner Canyon. He's over 1,000 yards on the season, 17 touchdowns, and that's just in the run game for Patterson. He also has 5 receiving touchdowns on the season. From under center, nothing going there. Deshaun Toilolo
a host
in on the play.
A host of Skyridge players there making the TFL, making sure Patterson didn't get anywhere.
They lost a yard there, so the Skyridge defense gets a TFL. 2nd and 11. Wilson back at shotgun. 4 receivers. He's going to keep up the middle. Wilson on the loose. Gets the first down. He's down to the 25-yard line. Wilson seeing something in the middle of the field on that RPO.
It's so hard to defend these offenses. They can run it, they can throw it, they can hand it off, they can do so many things, and you got to protect the quarterback, so got to really stay on your technique. There it goes again. Great defense.
Nice pursuit. Take care with the catch, but he didn't get very far.
Great defense right there, coming off your stock block right there between the receiver and corner and making a play for a short loss on the play, making you 2nd and long.
So now trips to Wilson's right. Bottom of your screen. Care again. More yardage this time. Care to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Corner Canyon. 25 yards. Wilson to take care, and the Chargers are on the board.
It's a speed to the edge right there. Great job by Take Care, but great job by Isaac Wilson at getting out of his hands quickly to his receiver and allowing his receiver to turn upfield and make something of it. Great job by Take Care right there, reaching across the goal line and tying this football game up.
The extra point is good. We are tied at 7. What a start to the 6A state championship game. Both offenses have found success on their first drives.
Great job, great play.
But the block for number 11.
Right?
Jackson Ames, who had that 95-yard reception in the semifinals. Without that block, Care doesn't get into the end zone.
It's kind of crazy. It's like, do you press coverage? Because they got speed like crazy. Like, do you go zero coverage across the board? What do you do to stop an offense like this that can, run the triple option essentially? You got their quarterback run game, you got the handoff to Drew Patterson, you can throw here to Take Care. You can open up, drop back pass, play action. When an offense is so versatile like this, what do you do on the defensive side of the ball? Because they got a great offensive line. He's getting a lot of time in the pocket. It's so hard. It's almost unbeatable.
The TAF last year against Lone Peak. We had 2 touchdowns after what we had a year ago, Corner Canyon Lone Peak, which might be the best state championship football game I've ever seen. Then all of a sudden we're 2 drives in, and this looks like a repeat. what we saw a year ago.
Now, mention Kerr. He is the all-time leader at Corner Canyon for receptions in a season. He beat the record. It was held by his older brother, Noah Kerr, who will attend Weber State after serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So, little brother has got the record now.
Can't wait to see my brother at Thanksgiving and talk about this record that I just broke.
He's always got that on him. Taken from the 10. Oh, he's got room.
Great start and
great return.
No dancing
That's
around
Jace
right
Doman,
there.
by the way. Jace Doman with the return. About 25 yards. Great field possession for the Falcons.
Great job right there. No dancing around. Just hit that ball hard. When you got a low kick like that, returns like that are that much easier. Don't try to bring it back to return. Just hit it straight, and you can get some great return yards right there because the kick team is still trying to get down the field. That's what they did right there. Now they got first down and 10 to start this drive at the 36.
Hillstead's going to hand it off to Tate Walker. Walker up the middle. He's got some room to run. Gains 6 to the 43-yard line.
Great job right there. Moving the chains, got a big gain on first down, allows you to open things up here on second down. Run it again.
They do exactly that, but this time it is not going anywhere.
Wow.
Boston Ross, the defensive lineman with the TFL.
Playing from the nose guard position, followed the puller, right? You know, he had he had the right guard pulling. He just decided to go that way and get right into the backfield. It's a big loss too, about 4-yard loss.
3rd and 6. Hillstead in the pocket. It's going to go deep. Taking a shot. Too much on it.
Defensive holding on this, guys. This
ball. We got a flag. I saw that his progress was halted there.
Great throw, though. Great look. Allowed it to come open. But there's just a lot of contact in that matchup right there.
Look at that.
I thought
for sure they had defensive holding, but sideline warning.
I saw the same thing you did, Destiny. I think the Skyridge sideline saw the same thing as well, but that is not what they called. They call a sideline warning, and so we have our first punt of the game, which I'm shocked by.
Yeah, who saw this coming? This is the biggest upset of the year.
We do have a punt, so the defense tightens up here for Corner Canyon, and Skyridge will punt it away. Fair catch called for by Hale. And so Corner Canyon will start their next drive at the 32-yard line. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 3:58 left to play first quarter in the 6A state championship game, all tied up at 7 between Corner Canyon and Skyridge.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
All right, let's get it. Put your hands down like this. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Beautiful fall day, crisp and cool day, but perfect football weather for the 6A state championship game. Corner Canion's second offensive possession. We have a false start.
Seeing some penalties now. In the first 2 drives by Skyridge and then Corner Canyon seemed seamless, right? Like you're just moving up and down the field like nothing happened. Now this last drive, we've got sideline warning over there. Now we got a snap infraction, false start for Corner Canyon.
2 backs in the backfield. Wilson's going to keep again. He has been active in the run game. Down to the 40-yard line. Gain of almost 9. We'll give him 8. 32 to the 40. This seems to be open. He's making the right read. He's getting 8 yards every time he does this.
This is how you know you got a good offensive coordinator, though, right? Runs like this help quarterbacks calm down, get confident, and then when they open up in the pass game, it becomes easy. So you get a rhythm by running.
Patterson has the first down. Oh, the ball's loose. Are they calling it down? They are.
Oh, wow.
The referee signals that he was down. There is no turnover.
Oh, that ball popped out. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know. He was on top of somebody. Yeah, that ball was out. If they don't have replay, that's because it was a great job by the Skyridge defender at ripping the ball out before he touched the ground.
It's called down, so Corner Canyon keeps it 1st and 10. Patterson again. Nice run by Drew Patterson.
We think he is Marshawn Lynch. Look at him go through that. Oh,
that was a physical run.
Yeah, this is exactly how you do it right here. Boom, run people over. Love it. Great run there by Patterson.
Arm tackles not working on Patterson. Bouncing off defenders. It's a gain of 6. Wilson's going to keep again up the middle. 1st down. He's right at the marker. They might mark him slightly short.
Yeah, he looks like a yard
just by
short
inches.
Here. Well, they're going to hurry up to the ball here and get this going.
They're not going to wait. So it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I would too.
Wilson's going to go shotgun.
Just give it to Patterson.
Patterson up the middle. 1st down with ease down to the 45-yard line. That Skyridge defense wasn't ready to go. And Patterson picks up another 1st down.
I like this. No huddle tempo right here.
First and 10. Wilson's going to pass, going deep. Down the sideline, just out of the reach of Quinn Hale.
I like it. Great coverage. Great coverage right there by Brady Beers. Staying away from Smith Snowden down here on the near sideline.
That's a great game plan.
Right?
They did their scout.
But they're definitely taking shots.
Let's not throw at the All-American quarterback.
Why would you do that? It's not smart. They tried it last week.
You could make a case, it's maybe some recency bias. And Dusty, you can give your input here. But Smith Snowden, probably the best cornerback the state's ever seen at the high school level. Quick pass, Wilson to Hale. They connect this time, but not for much.
Smith is in the most highly recruited corner out of this history. I mean, so Smith Snowden is going to be right there, and I think he's the first.
3rd and 9. 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wilson. The rush comes. He's in trouble.
They're coming for him. Oh,
Gonna
wow.
throw it back to Patterson.
Is that an O-lineman? Oh, this is Drew Patterson. Okay.
Patterson was there, but they're going to take a huge loss.
I wonder why Patterson just fell down.
Probably just instinct. As far as catching the ball, he should have let it go. He should have dropped it. Makes the catch. They lose a ton on that play. That's going to cost them
2 punts now.
15 yards. So, yeah, suddenly the defenses step up for both teams.
Right, and we were talking a lot about how these defenses carried both of these teams this year. But now you got 2 punts here before the first quarter.
Dave Brinton, the linebacker, will do the punting for Corner Canyon. Taking on the bounce, Kalama breaks the tackle, but he's not going anywhere. The Corner Canyon special teams was outstanding last week. Let's be honest, they won that game last week because of special teams.
No question. It turned the tide.
The kickoff return for a touchdown, the block punt for a touchdown was the difference in that game against Farmington. And we're seeing already having an impact. They're backed up 15 yards there from where they were, and they still get the ball down to the 16. So Skyridge has a long field, a long way to go to get to the end zone against this tough Corner Canyon defense.
Let's see if they can get back in rhythm the way they were on that first drive of the football game. They were in complete control, slow and steady.
Handoff. Up to the 20 is Tate Walker.
3-yard pickup. Nice, slow and steady is exactly how they started out. Get the ball to Tate Walker. You know, even things up, making sure you stay even kill. Because the thing is, you don't want to just go so much QB run game or so much throwing. You know, you got to mix it up even if the run game isn't working. Right? It's kind of like when we play Washington State, right? Washington State has 0 run game.
Yeah.
But, like, they still run the ball because, you know, you got to keep your defense honest.
And
That's what
it's
they're doing here.
It's the fit of the injury to Hillstead. Running game. Back.
Sorry, Dusty, I couldn't hear you on that.
That is the end of the first quarter. We are all tied in the 6A state championship. Corner Canyon 7, Skyridge Falcons 7 here on Game Night Live. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
This is Scott Wild with Riverton Chevrolet, the Chevyweight champions, and we're proud to celebrate our 100-year anniversary by sponsoring Utah High School athletes through Game Night Live. Now back to JJ and Sly with this week's game.
Thanks to Riverton Chevy, Rice-Eccles Stadium. How cool is it that these high school athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, drill team, student sections, everyone involved gets to have a chance to come here at this venue and create memories that they'll never forget. 6A state championship here at Rice-Eccles Stadium, all tied at 7 as we begin the second quarter. The Skyridge Falcons offense on the field, 2nd and 6 from the 20. Walker wrapped up quickly. That Corner Canyon defense came to play today.
Yes, they did.
That's Drew Patterson, one of the few players in this game playing both ways today.
Great edge right there. Oftentimes that is the unblocked defender. I mean, you can't block everybody, and that guy came off the edge great. Next time, I think McKay Hillstead will keep the ball there and make something from it by himself.
3rd and 7. Hillstead is going to throw in the pocket, looking deep, taking a shot. Got a chance.
Oh.
Doman, the receiver, could not get there.
Didn't get his head turned around quick enough to adjust. Great air under the ball. If that ball was just a little bit more outside and to a true corner route right there, that would have been caught. But he had to adjust. The receiver had to adjust to come back a little bit more inside. And that little adjustment.
Quinn Hale's going to return that punt to the 46.
Flag on the field, though.
Ian Kiesler
might be holding on Corner Canyon.
That's usually the case on a punt return. We'll wait for the call.
Or is it 12 people? Let's see.
Oh, the mystery. What could it be?
They have 12 people in the field, or was it holding? Because 12 people would make it 4th and 1, and they might go for it again. Yeah. Maybe
so we will punt again.
4th and 1, 12 men on the field.
Make it 4th and 2. A little too far on that edge of the field to roll the dice at this stage.
7-7, your defense is playing well.
So Kiesler will attempt another punt. Plenty of time. Low punt on the bounce. Hale takes it from the 40, and they're quickly there to wrap him up.
Great decision to re-kick it, right?
Trevin McClellan, the junior receiver, with the wrap up.
Great decision to re-kick that ball right there.
Elijah Terapaya also in there on that tackle. So Corner Canyon takes over the 40. Great field position as this becomes a little bit of a field position battle. Wilson keeps again. Big gain. Wilson into Skyridge territory, down to the 34-yard line. That was a 26-yard run.
Great decision here at not handing the ball off. But even better is how quick he hit the hole, opened up things for him there. Ended up getting like a 25, 30-yard gain on that.
Who had Isaac Wilson as the leading rusher in this game at this point? I don't think many did. Wilson's going to throw this time quickly to Hale. That's a catch, but it's not for much, maybe a yard. You knew the Skyridge defense was going to key on Drew Patterson.
Right.
So it makes sense that this is open for Wilson, and he's making the read, and he's making the right read to keep and go.
Which is what you need, you know. I know a lot of people were talking about the Buffalo Vikings game from last week, and it's like, yeah, it may not be the most prettiest play, but it's the right decision, right? And from the quarterback position,
risky pass by Wilson, incomplete.
You want to make sure you're making the right decisions, whether you're keeping the ball, taking the check down. You don't always have to go for the kill shot and take the shot up top, but here, this is a risky throw here because the defender was the only one looking back, not even the receiver.
Brady Beers in coverage. So it's 3rd down and 9. 5 receivers for Wilson. Empty backfield. Over the middle. It's caught, but it's not going to get the first down. Quinn Hale with the catch. The hit made short of the chains, and that hit was made by number 6, Saxon Higby. They're going to go 4th and 3.
I had to bring pressure here. Got to get the ball out quick. Got to go 0 up top. Bring pressure here.
5 receivers for Wilson.
They're going to hang out. This is a straight empty formation. But look for the quick slants here. You're going to get one-on-ones up tops, so you might take shots, but slants from the inside.
Catch is made. He's got enough to get to the change. He's
No,
short.
He's short.
He's just short.
He is definitely short. Oh, great call by that defense right here.
Bridger Davies with the catch.
They had double screen there, draw the attention to the front side and do the wide receiver screen on the back side there. Great play call, but just great reaction by the Skyridge defense and stopping them just short of the first down by inches. Great job by that defense.
What happened to the high-scoring game we had, Sly? Suddenly this is a defensive slugfest.
Hey, defense got to kick in sometime, right? So that's what's crazy is you get so many high-powered offenses. It turns out that the defenses show up and you're not able to score as many points as people would have hoped.
Great stand by the Skyridge defense. Now the Falcons offense back on the field. The handoff is made to Tate Walker. Nice run on first down, about 5 or 6 yards.
Great job right there. Great job. Great vision. Chunk yards. You don't need home run hitters. You hit this so many times, the home runs will come. Got to be patient in the running game.
Hillstead. Back to Walker again, short of the first down marker.
2-yard gain there. But this is where you can go all in. You can go to 11 or 12 personnel right here and have a tight end and running back be the lead block and your quarterback keep.
Cash Dillon and Owen Borg on the tackle. 3rd and 2.
You got 2x2 here, spread them out. Corner Canyon staying in tight though.
Hillstead's going to pass. The catch is made by Kalama. He's got a first down. Past the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. That'll move the chains.
When in doubt, throw to Kalama. I mean, with his plethora of routes that he does, you can't ISO him. You have to double team him, and somebody take the outside and vertical, and somebody take the inside. And otherwise, he's going to eat you up all day. He runs great routes, and you know he's sure-handed.
Falcons offense trying to find a rhythm. Kalama again. Kalama has been the go-to for Hillstead here in the first half. Bring up 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line. 7.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Clock now runs.
Great job right there. Great job at following your blocks right there. Making it 3rd and manageable.
Carter Sheffield with the carry. Now it's 3rd and 3. Three-man front for the Chargers, but now they're showing blitz. Hillstead adjusts this offense. Going to take the snap, hand it off. Sheffield again. He's got it. First down, that'll move the chains.
Great push. Great push by the O-line. Great surge. Once he made contact, he fell forward, picking up that first down. Great job. Yes, his forward lean got him that extra yard he needed to cross that first down marker.
Down to 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. 1st and 10, Skyridge from the Corner Canyon 47-yard line. Hillstead's going to keep. He's going to run it. Trying to get to the edge. He cannot. Excellent play made. Dave Brinton, the linebacker, makes the stop.
Great pursuit right here. Look at Brinton following him all the way through. Inside out, taking the far leg. He shoots for the far leg and gets the near leg, and McKay Hillstead could go nowhere. Great job.
2nd down and 10. Britton's had an outstanding season now. Nearing 90 tackles, 5 sacks this year. Hillstead, quick hit, 1st down, right at the marker.
Is this a college offense or is this high school?
You got a future college quarterback running it. That's the difference.
I mean, look at that operation right there, from the great fake, the great play action fake to the RPO right there. I mean, it's 3rd and 10. Nobody's really believing that they're going to run the ball, but just the operation was just so seamless. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
So they pick up the 3rd down. New set of downs, 1st and 10. Hillstead. Catch is made. Past the 30. Down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's Cannon Jensen, who earlier this season had one of the most spectacular catches I've seen in Utah high school football history. Go look on social media if you want to see it. It made SportsCenter's top 10 this year. Trips to the left of Hillstead. 2nd and 1. He's going to give it to Tate Walker, who's got the 1st down or more. Inside the 25, down to about the 24. They're going to give him the 23. And this drive is eating up a lot of clock.
It is exactly what they wanted to do, right? Like on the first drive of the game, it was a lot of the same, and then they got down to this area here, and then they took a shot. Right here, you're going to look for Laikea Kalama either on a corner route or a post route. For how wide those safeties are, you can take advantage of that middle there. But one-on-one with Laikea Kalama is, you're at a loss.
Advantage Skyridge, right?
Yes.
1st and 10 from the 23. Hillstead's going to hand it off to Tate Walker. He's wrapped up quickly. That Corner Canyon defense has been great in pursuit all morning long.
Great job by Corner Canyon at getting off blocks. They're shedding blocks, getting off blocks. The technique by Corner Canyon is almost perfect on the defensive end.
Cash Dillon and Dave Brinton on that tackle. 2nd and 10. Hillstead in the pocket's going to throw, and it's caught. It's Jensen again. Down to the 12. That's going to move the chains. 1st down, Skyridge.
That is a hard throw. You know, as he develops here in the next couple years at Utah State, that throw is going to be a little more crispier. But that is a very, very far throw and almost NFL throw all the way to the sideline right there. You know, he's got to get a lot of less air on that football, but that is a beautiful, beautiful throw.
Hillstead's going to throw again.
There it is.
The catch is made. He can't break the tackle. The tackle is made by Tate Care. Sorry, that's Ruben Otuafi. I just saw the 2. Ruben Otuafi with the tackle.
Knocking at the door here on the 7-yard line. Here you got to get the QB moving here.
Sheffield in the backfield. He's going to carry, and he's bottled up. Nice push down to near the 5. They're going to give him the 6-yard line.
This will be yard. They need the 2 for the 1st down, right? So now you got a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 4.
They can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, watch this. Kay Kalama going to the short side of the field here.
Sheffield in the backfield with Hillstead. And now they're going to call timeout.
Yep, I seen it. Great job by Corner Canyon there. Corner Canyon shifted on the La'akea Kalama late. And they were going to do a quick to La'akea Kalama, let him have open field space. But since Corner Canyon shifted the body over the top of him, they took a timeout.
Great adjustment by Corner Canyon forces the Corner Canyon timeout. We'll keep it here. 1:43 left to play. What a drive this has been. We're so used to these teams being so explosive on offense. Watching them both kind of grind out these drives is a little bit jarring for us. But when you think about the fact, Sly, that they're playing each other right now.
Right.
And they're both. This is just a tribute to the high level of high school football that most of these programs play. That right now, this is just two great teams in a bit of a chess match. Here in this first half, this has been outstanding high school football. Clean football, physical football, well-executed football so far. Exactly what you'd hope for in a 6A state championship game.
Yeah, for me, I think the realization that this is one and done, right? This is the state championship.
This is it.
Every possession matters. And if I can eat up clock to make sure my opponent doesn't have possession, that's what I'm going to do. Corner Canyon gets the ball at halftime. So let's not make them what they have the ball twice here in this first half.
Yeah.
So that's a great job by Skyridge of eating up the clock, keeping the ball in McKay Hillstead's hands the entire time. You stay in control. You know what you're doing. They pick up this first down or even score here. That's going to be huge going into halftime.
Yeah, just 3 possessions for Corner Canyon. They got the touchdown, they punted, and then they lost the downs.
Right.
At the start of this drive. If you limit Corner Canyon to 3 possessions and a half, that is a great game plan. Skyridge has done that, and now they're going to try to cap this drive off with a score. 3rd and 4. Again, they can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Hillstead going to keep, throw, into the end zone, wide open, but it's got too much air on it.
Oh, he's beating himself up bad.
Kalama was wide open.
He's beating himself up bad. He's like, what was I doing? This just got away from him.
Just too much air.
I think he was so excited that he was so wide open that he put too much mustard on that one. Oh, he's beating himself up for that. I know that you got to have it. You got to have plays like that.
Missed opportunity for the Skyridge offense. They're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is a 23-yard attempt, and it is good. So Skyridge gets 3 points on this drive. They take a 10-7 lead with 1:30 left to play.
Clock is still going.
In the first half. For some reason, they're running the clock. They'll correct that. We're going to take a short timeout. We got 90 seconds left here in the first half. Corner Canyon is going to get a shot when we come back.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Great student section attendance today for both schools. Would you rather be in a classroom right now or here watching the 6A state championship?
I freeze my butt off to be in a classroom. This is awesome.
Cold but beautiful day here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Skyridge with a 10-7 lead over Corner Canyon in the 6A state championship game. That is a returnable kick from the 3.
Look at that coverage.
They're all over it. Gets out to about the 18-yard line. That's where Corner Canyon will start this drive. That was returned by number 80, Brighton Brady, the sophomore who was a hero of their semifinal win over Farmington. Took back a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
He got it going for him. He got it going for him on that kick return because Farmington just scored, and then he took that back. That was awesome.
That's what got him here. Special teams play in that game. Wilson's going to keep again. And again, Wilson is racking up the rush yards. That's going to move the chains. He's out to the 31-yard line.
It's got to be close to 100 yards rushing by now. He's been getting chunk yards, especially that big 25, 30-yard gain he had on the last drive.
Guys, you would not have thought that Isaac Wilson would have more rushing yards than McKay Hillstead in the first half.
And Drew Patterson as well.
It's a good game plan. Not a lot of people expected to make it happen.
That pass is caught. Jackson
Not
Ames
on the
with
fourth
the catch.
down play that you'd have to be worried about the draw, and they went to the screen. I think it's just settled Isaac into this game as well.
Yeah. Like the running game is a great way to get your quarterback, calm down, confident, not thinking that he has to win on the big throws and throwing it 40, 50 times a game. This running game is a great way to get small wins, build your confidence.
Wilson in the pocket looking deep. He's going to take a shot.
Great throw.
Over the middle. Oh, in the hands and drops. Ames had a chance. Doman on the coverage. Another missed opportunity in this game, and this time it's Corner Canyon.
Great throw, better defense. It's not often you're going to say that. Great throw, better defense. Ames had it perfect. This was amazing. Dropped right into his right front shirt pocket. But great defense by Doman and getting his hand in there, knocking it down as he made the tackle.
56 seconds left in the half. 2nd down and 10. Wilson. Catch is made. They'll give him that. Jackson Ames catches that one and moves the chains. Out of bounds. Even more important at this point. That'll stop the clock. 50 seconds remain in the first half.
Think of it, guys. Corner Canyon gets the ball at the half as well. This really big sides.
Very, very big. 1, Skyridge only got a field goal on that last drive, but 2, Corner Canyon can get the score and the ball at half.
Catch is made. That was not an easy catch or pass. Coverage was tight, and Ames still makes the catch anyway. Right at the marker. That'll move the chains.
It's crazy. He's only looking to the right side of the offense. Got Smith Snowden on this side picking daisies. No action over here for him.
45 seconds left first half. Skyridge showing blitz. Corner Canyon will adjust. Wilson sets up the screen to Patterson. Gains 3 or 4 yards. Patterson's still going.
It's a great play call.
What a tough runner Patterson is.
It's a great play call right there. You see the defense showing pressure. You allow that pressure to come through and sneak a screen right behind them. You can pick up some good yards. So it was a great call by the offense coordinator for Corner Canyon.
Corner Canyon uses one of their 3 timeouts of the half. Still have 2 remaining. We'll keep it right here. 36 seconds left in the first half.
I mean, if you can get any kind of points here, it's a win for Corner Canyon, right?
This is absolutely would be a bonus for them.
You have less than a minute and a half on the clock, and you drive all the way down the field to at least get a field goal. That would be awesome. But they're doing some great work right here. Still got almost almost 40 seconds. You have about 36 seconds left on the clock to get, 10, 15 more yards to get in the field goal range, possibly take some shots at the end zone. Got one more timeout left as well, so they could take two.
They have 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts left, so they could take some shots in the middle of the field, take a timeout, stop the clock that way as well.
That 2 timeouts, I think they're set.
Wilson in the pocket.
Oh,
steps
he's
up,
open.
got an open man wide open. Take care. Can't hit him.
He had Quinn Hale open for days. It was a great switch route in the middle of the field, but Isaac had the easier throw over the middle. Quinn Hale comes open right here. He's wide open.
Both were open.
He just missed it.
Take care might have separated his shoulder, guys.
Oh, no.
On that dive. He's holding his arm right now in the back of the end zone.
That would be a huge loss for Corner Canyon.
And it is cold, and this ground is hard. I mean, I don't want to get Jason Kelsey, the whole thing about grass, turf, or whatever. But he came down hard, and it is cold down here.
Take Care's had an unbelievable season. Just a junior. He's over 100 receptions for the season.
He's in some pain.
He's over 1,650 yards receiving and had his 18th touchdown of the season earlier in this game. Let's see if he can battle his way back. But obviously in some pain right now. If they can't get Care back, that's a huge loss for this Corner Canyon offense.
It's huge. He's dynamic. You can count on him. And, that separated shoulder is definitely painful. You've seen him carrying it as he get off the field, but it's halftime. We'll see if they can rub some icy hot on him and get him back in the game. State championships, as a junior or a senior, man, you don't want to miss any moments.
3rd down and 6 from the 31. Wilson keeps.
Great
and he's
defense.
wrapped up quickly. He's going nowhere. Great play on defense by number 40, Mason Anderson.
Another timeout here, 4th down. Great job. I think Corner Canyon's going to try to kick a field goal here. Shoot, if I was Skyridge, I'd bring the pressure, try to block this thing, get it blocked up, get some kind of a return out of it.
It would be a 48-yard attempt.
And I got 30 seconds to take a shot and get in field goal range myself.
You think they're actually going to kick? I mean, 48 yards, not a gimme here for a high school kicker. And kicker, I believe it's his first year playing football this year as well. So I'm wondering if they try to go for it on 4th and 6.
They do have the timeout to stop the clock, so going for it would make some sense in this situation.
Get some extra yards.
That may be too much to ask of a young kicker in this situation.
I think if Skyridge has scored a touchdown, on the last drive, then no doubt I would have to kick a field goal to get some kind of points. But since you're only down by 3, you get the ball at halftime. I can take a chance here, and as you said, I still got a timeout, so I can work the middle of the field as well.
They're going for it, 4th and 6. Wilson escapes the pocket. He's got to run now. He throws it. It's incomplete.
Oh, they throw a flag.
Late
QB
you're going to
hit.
the passer, and Wilson's down.
Oh, he's up, but is that roughing the passer on 4th down? Oh, Skyridge's going to kick themselves.
Pressure really kept up off Beacon. He came open, and that pressure he had that sail on.
I got to see another camera angle. I didn't think that was roughing the passer. Was he past the line of scrimmage? That's the question.
Well, that's why I felt he needed to run, because he had reached the point where I think it was close. And when they threw the flag, I initially thought that's what the call was. That is what the call is.
I was like, they simultaneously hit him as he threw the ball. That didn't look like right from the pass.
No, yeah, I saw him reach the line of scrimmage there,
but I think he had it in his mind he was going to run until the last second. He was like, oh, these guys are here, and so I threw it, but he was past the line of scrimmage, so good call by the referee there.
So the Skyridge defense makes a stand. That's 2 straight Corner Canyon offensive possessions that have been ended in loss of down.
With a 5-yard penalty there. That's 5 yards and the ball. So 16 seconds left.
They've got 2 timeouts.
What are they going to do? 2 timeouts, as you said. You got La'Ake Kalama on your team. You better take some shots here.
They have the weapons, and they got the quarterback.
Smith Snowden coming in on wide receiver 2, guys, top of the screen.
How about that?
Good
He's
catch,
a burner.
Dusty. That's something to watch.
He's a burner. So he's going to run this go route right here.
They're going to be aggressive here with 16 seconds. Hillstead. He's got his eye on the guy deep, but he's going to go short here to number 13, out of bounds. That's Kyle Valdez, who had the touchdown in the first quarter. 11 seconds remain.
Great job.
And a false start.
Oh, that is false. Oh. Yeah, that was on Kalama there.
And there's a pretty good buzz down here. When Smith ran on the field, you kind of heard it pick up a little bit, guys. They got a bracket down here, McDonald and Ebling.
I'm sure the Corner Canyon defense is aware of his presence.
Well, there's a good rivalry, not just on the football field, but also in track during the spring. Smith won the 100 meters as well.
1st and 15 from the 41, but more importantly, 11 seconds remain in the half. Hillstead's going to escape the pocket, and he's just going to have to run. And out of bounds he goes. Ooh, he's a late hit. That's going to draw a penalty. But there's only 4 seconds left in the half.
That's what's crazy. It came from the wrong referee.
Yeah.
The closer referee didn't call it, and then the head ref had to come from behind to call it.
On the ref stuff, the white hat has the quarterback all the way through.
Oh,
that's why he throws that, because he's got him all the way to the very end. He has the quarterback.
So that'll move the ball.
That's 15 yards right there.
That's a 15-yard penalty. Again, 4 seconds remain, so there's time for one more play.
Take a shot.
They'll mark it at the 40, so Skyridge will have a shot at the end zone.
So here's my
very
thing.
much in play here.
Even if you get an interception, who cares? You can run a switch route right here and hit the guy around the 10-yard line and have him run all the way to the end zone. Don't feel like you have to Doug Flutie it.
So you see the trips on the bottom of your screen. And now they're going to call timeout. One of those timeouts that they had left. They'll discuss this. Any chance you can in a state championship game, you try to find a way to get points.
Oh, yeah, every second, every moment. And for a lot of kids out there who don't know who Doug Flutie is, he's a legendary quarterback. Kind of dated myself.
Do you know how old I am? I watched that game live when I was a kid.
Hey, Thanksgiving night, man. Thanksgiving night,
Yep.
1984.
1984.
Was it 84?
It was 1984.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yep, Doug Flutie.
Jimmy Johnson gave up 2 leads that year. Yeah, they had that one, and then Frank Reich with Maryland was like a 24-point deficit or something like that.
Look at that. Dusty throwing out some
I
trivia.
know, right there. Good old Jimmy.
Doug Flutie. All you young people out there, look that up. Go to YouTube right now and watch Doug Flutie Hail Mary. It's one of the great moments in college football history.
Really set the stage for a lot of people taking Hail Mary shots.
Oh, it changed college football.
4 years after Jim McMahon to Clay Brown. Let's look some perspective on that.
Sly didn't want to acknowledge that.
No, of course not. Would I do that? Team down south didn't do that? No way.
Back to the action here. 4 seconds left. Time for one more play in the half. Skyridge has trips to the bottom of your screen. Hillstead is going to look that way, but he's sacked.
Ball's out.
Ball's loose. Doesn't matter. That's the end of the half.
He took a shot.
Tank Mitchell.
Tank Mitchell with the sack. The strip sack. And that is how the first half ends. What a fitting way for this half to end on a defensive play like that. This state championship game that we thought would be a track meet has turned into a defensive slugfest. Here we are at the half, 10-7. Skyridge leads Corner Canyon in the 6A state championship game. What a great half. The second half is going to be even better. Shortly, we'll join the KSL Sports Rewind guys as they'll wrap up this first half of action. But first, we have some scholarship money to give away. Mariluz Cook has the honors. Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium on the campus of the University of Utah. Jeremiah Jensen, Stevenson Sylvester, Dusty Lister here for the second half of this 6A state championship game. Sly, your thoughts on what you saw in that first half? It was pretty even.
Oh, yeah, no question. First couple drives, we thought it was going to be all offense. I thought it was going to be a shootout, and then the defense stepped up. But my biggest takeaway from the first half is that touchdown throw by McKay Hillstead. That was a beautiful pass in between triple coverage, right over the linebacker shed, right in between the safeties. Beautiful touch. It wasn't a rifle, but it was just the perfect pass. And then it's slow and steady going down the field, getting the field goal to end the half, and then Corner Canyon. But the story is this defense, and I think that's going to be a big case here in the second half as well from both teams, is the defense is going to take over this football game. So it's going to be who has the last possession. I think that's what's going to be the determining factor of the 6A state championship.
Skyridge defense held Corner Canyon on 2 drives to a loss of downs. They also did not allow the Corner Canyon Chargers, one of the most explosive offenses in the state, to enter the red zone. So that was a big factor in this game. Corner Canyon did get that touchdown to take care. But it's been tough for both offenses here in this first half to get anything going. If you want to know how even this game has been, let me give you these stats. Total offense, Skyridge 171, Corner Canyon 166. You look at the quarterbacks. McKay Hillstead 13 of 17 for 130 yards. Isaac Wilson 12 of 17 for 70 yards. You get where I'm going with this.
Yes.
That was about as even a first half as you can get.
How many rushing yards did Isaac Wilson have, though?
He had 74 yards of rushing with Isaac Wilson. So
he was running the ball really effective in that first half, and it's a great little aspect because, we were talking about it. We thought McKay Hillstead would have more rushing yards than Isaac Wilson, but it turns out that it was Isaac Wilson who came up with it. So this is going to be a big first possession for Skyridge. Corner Canyon gets the ball coming out here. Tried to steal the possession at the end of the half there, but if Skyridge can get a 3 and out here, that will not be an advantage for Corner Canyon.
Dusty, not sure if you can hear us down there, but curious about your thoughts from that first half. What stood out to you?
Well, to run the football, guys, 4 yards rushing on 7 carries. I was really surprised to see his running game, and then on that, the lack of running from McKay Hillstead. I think that's a really big key in the second half, is unlocking Hillstead in the quarterback run game and how that can unlock a little bit more offense here for Skyridge. But, guys, I'm not seeing Take Care come out here to start the second half.
That's bad news for Corner Canyon. Take Care, their leading receiver, out with a shoulder injury. Nothing going there. Patterson wrapped up quickly to start the second half. Gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down by a number of Skyridge defenders.
Great job by Skyridge there at coming up and making the play. They know they want to get Drew Patterson going. He's a big target in this offense. But if they can knock that out and make Isaac Wilson one-dimensional, I think that's what they want to do here.
Mason Anderson with the tackle. He's had a heck of a half and in this game, and starts that second half with that tackle. Patterson near the marker, 1 yard short. He gets to the 29 on that carry, setting up a 3rd down and 1 for the Chargers.
Great job, great patience in the running game, allowing his blockers to set up, and then once he gets to the edge, he just makes it happen. Athlete to get the first down.
Patterson picks up the first down, moving the chains.
Hey, Sly, as well as Isaac did that first half, how much does that slow you down in this zone read game when he's been able to show that he can run the ball effectively in Isaac Wilson?
It does, and then it doesn't. You got to account for it now. It's something that you can game plan. If it's nothing that you game planned, then it could be an issue and definitely slows you down and checks your confidence. But I think if you account for it in your type of responsibilities and technique, it shouldn't be an issue.
Skyridge defense all over that. Drew Patterson takes the pitch, but he's going nowhere.
Great job.
Tausili Akana, the All-American, making the tackle. Akana, the highest-rated recruit in the state. Everyone waiting to hear where he's going to go to college. He's got 100% a state title on his mind. 2nd and 9. Wilson's going to carry again. Breaks the tackle. Wilson's got a lot of room. Trying to get to the edge. Picks up about 16 yards before he's taken out of bounds. Wilson approaching 100 yards rushing in this game.
See, Dusty, on that one there, he had him accounted for. They just missed the tackle twice. They missed Isaac Wilson twice. So if guys miss tackles, of course, you know, it's going to be a huge factor in the running game as far as your responsibilities. But most of the time, they should have that person, the quarterback, being accounted for in the running game so he can still play fast.
New set of downs for Wilson. He's going to run again. Oh, he's not going anywhere. Woo. Wrapped up quick. Tausili Akana.
Look at leg.
Akana wearing number 8 today.
That was amazing pursuit from the backside there. So you know Isaac Wilson's not slow. And to track him down just the way he did, that was amazing.
2nd and 12. Wilson's going to pass. Takes a shot down the middle.
Oh!
Catch is made down to the 25-yard line.
The defense was there. What do they call it?
Braden Iyer. But we've got a flag.
I think it might be holding here.
Oh.
They did great pressure on Isaac Wilson, but Isaac Wilson did an even better job with pressure in his face, delivering the football. The coverage was there downfield, and then just unfortunate.
So Braden Iyer's catch is wiped away.
Great throw right there by Isaac Wilson. Great catch by Braden Iyers. Unfortunate holding call that it can be huge. As we said, you know, if Skyridge can come out here and knock these guys out.
So instead of 1st and 10 at the Skyridge 25, they are back on their own 34 with a 3rd and 21. They'll get a little bit of yardage there on a catch by Ames, but that's going to be it.
Now it's 3rd and 14 here.
Third down and 14 from the 41.
Let's see what they go with here. Before in the first half, they tried the double screen out of this look.
Rush coming, Wilson. Tough pass right at the marker. Just short of it, I believe, but the catch is made.
2 yards short. Do you go for it? I'd say you go for it. You need
Quinn Hale
momentum
caught
here.
it. That's a position where they definitely can go for it.
Yeah.
4th and 2 officially. Got to get to the 45-yard line to move the chains. They are at the 47.
Oh, they're punting.
So Wilson's out of the game. Drew Patterson direct snap here.
Wildcat.
They're going to go with the Wildcat with Drew Patterson.
As you said, Drew Patterson, former quarterback, so you got to watch out for the throw as well. Former quarterback from Farmington. Turn running back. This is going to be an interesting play here.
Play clock is at 0.
Oh, were they trying to get him to jump?
Yep. Oh, they took a timeout? No, they took a timeout. You're not going to waste a second half timeout if you were just trying to draw them off sides.
Right.
They're definitely going for it here.
Yeah, because that's the thing is, one, you said it. You know, they're in a position where I think that they can go for it here. And I think you should start in the half. You want to get the rhythm. You want to get the momentum swinging your way. And this is how you do it. You go for it on this 4th down. You convert. even if you don't pick up one here after this is huge to do for your team, at this moment in this stage in the game. It's going to really set the standard for this second half. Set the stage for this second half at the tempo that each teamer is going to play with is going to be off of this 4th down conversion right here.
7:19 to play, third quarter. Skyridge with a 10-7 lead in the 6A state championship game. Corner Canyon with a big decision to make here. It looks like they're poised to go for it on 4th and 2 from the Skyridge 47. They use the timeout to try to come up with the right play here. In state championship games, crucial decisions have to be made. This is one of them here. At this stage, down 10-7, the way your defense is played, would you go for it here or pin them deep?
Me? It's hard. As I said, this is the second half of the state championship in a tight matchup that has been all defense pretty much to this point. You kind of want to go for it. You want to give your offense, motivation that they can accomplish these things, because in that late in that 4th quarter, you're going to need them to have that confidence that we can do this, and you test it out here. So I say go for it.
Drew Patterson, the quarterback. They're going for it on 4th and 2. The direct snap to Patterson. He stopped short. Still driving, but he's not going to get there. The Skyridge defense holds. They'll take over near midfield.
You can't line up with this before the timeout and then come out and still do it in the second. You have to know that the defense now knows you're going Wildcat. They had a timeout, so they were able to scheme out, make sure everybody understood their responsibilities before going out. Okay, Drew Patterson's at quarterback. They're doing Wildcat. Guys, remember, you got to do this. That's too much time for the defense to recognize what you're doing, and you're going to continue to do that.
Multiple defenders coming in to make the stop. The Skyridge defense holds. Now the Skyridge offense takes over. Tate Walker with a carry. He's not going anywhere.
Short loss.
Take Mitchell with the TFL. So now that puts a lot of pressure on this Corner Canyon defense to continue to stop the Skyridge offense, which has so much explosive capability. Second and 11. Hillstead's going to pass. It's knocked away. Great defense.
Great job there. It's 3rd down.
Aiden McDonald with the play there on defense. McDonald breaks up the pass, forcing a 3rd and 11 from their own 47-yard line. Hillstead with 4 receivers. And they're not going to get it off. It's like we have a false start.
Yeah, false start. It's like how big for this Corner Canyon defense, right? The 4th down doesn't go their way. This defense comes right back, and you think maybe that gives more opportunities to Coach Carey to be more aggressive.
It's very important. This whole second half is going to be, determined on plays like this. Can we do it? Can we stop them? Confidence builders, especially into that 4th quarter where it's all or nothing. So, and plays like this, getting off the field, getting your offense another opportunity. You see Isaac Wilson over there? He wants the ball back. He's cheering so hard for this defense right now. So this means a lot, Dusty.
Both of these defenses playing with a lot of confidence right now. Hillstead in the pocket. Plenty of time. Now Hillstead's going to run.
Deep. Oh.
Hillstead turns, tries to get to the corner, and he does, but it's not enough for a 1st down. He gets to the 45-yard line.
This is the same
where
situation.
He's marked out. You're right. Now, guys,
Hillstead's got
the same situation, right? So it's going to be 4th down and about 4.
I got to find out who this receiver was that came open in the post. He was wide. It was a touch pass over the middle if McKay would have saw him. But missed opportunity right there. But Look here, this is the same situation as Corner Canyon was just in.
Just 1 more yard. 4th and 3 from the 45. Got to get to the 42. From the left hash. And now they're going to call a timeout. So both teams in 4th down situations burning valuable timeouts early in the third quarter.
But hopefully Skyridge can take a page out of the book of recognizing what happened to Corner Canyon. All right, you lined up in this. Luckily, McKay Hillstead was at quarterback, so your whole playbook's at your disposal. But you got to understand that Corner Canyon saw what you were lined up as and what you're going to try to attack. So you got to come out here with a different formation, a different a play call, a different plan of attack of what you're going to do here on 4th and 4. It's crazy. Student sections are getting live.
This is fun. Not the game I thought it was going to be. I thought, especially out of the gate, we were going to see a lot of offense today, but these defenses have just been so stout. And here we go again. 4th and 3 from the 45. Skyridge will go for it. Hillstead has trips to his right. And a back to his right. That's Tate Walker.
They got ISO down here on the boundary. They can do everything. They can do a go stop.
Hillstead going to hand it off to Walker. Can he get there? It's close.
Oh, they're marking him short.
Close. They are marking him short. Corner Canyon believes they have the stop that they want. It is very close.
Are they going to measure? No.
Nope. Turnover on downs. The Corner Canyon defense steps up. And we have a defensive chess match in this 6A state championship game.
Yeah. They could have RPO'd and threw a slant route off of that. You know, so the technique is for quarterbacks, you want to run away from the blitz. So the blitz was coming to the short side there, but you want to throw towards the blitz because they're essentially taking somebody from that side of the field off, so the quick pass will be there. So the RPO slant would have been open on that backside right there.
Corner Canyon takes over on downs from the 42. Wilson in trouble, gets rid of it.
Oh, intercepted!
Did he get it? Incomplete. They're marking it incomplete.
Oh, it hit the ground.
Wilson was in trouble. They forced the bad throw. Skyridge thought they had a turnover. It would have been the first of the game. But Wilson and Corner Canyon will live to see another day. It's the correct call.
Colin Sheffield there with the
and
big
Sheffield
play
has been a ball hawk all season long for Skyridge. Multiple defensive touchdowns for Sheffield this year, but could not get that one and keep it from hitting the turf. So Corner Canyon keeps the ball 2nd and 10 from their 42. Wilson is going to keep again up the middle. Not a lot there. Maybe they're going to give him 2 yards to the 45-yard line.
Now making it 3rd and long is going to be interesting. Play calling here. Of course, you're not going to be able to go for it on 4th down if they don't convert. But what are you going to do here? You got to attack, man. You got to. They had 6 plays that's been in within these 10 yards of the football field. It's felt like
5.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. 3rd down and 7. From the 45, Wilson in the pocket, plenty of time, over the middle. The catch is made inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. 1st down, Quinn Hale has the catch, and the Corner Canyon Chargers move the chains.
Wow. Look at this delivery in the pocket. Nice, quick gunslinger. Isaac Wilson.
First and 10, Wilson again. That catch is made out at the 40-yard line, gain of 3. That's Hale again. Be 2nd down at 7. So the Corner Canyon offense now has a little bit of rhythm, building confidence. Down 3. Skyridge leads 10-7. Now 4.5 minutes to play third quarter. This is a big drive for both teams. Wilson, plenty of time to throw. Still in the pocket. Now he's in trouble. Now he's going down. That's a sack. He's a yard short of the line of scrimmage. Is that Akana again?
Yeah.
He is all over the place today, as you'd expect from an All-American.
Just relentless, great motor, keeping it going, understanding the play's not done, especially with a quarterback like Isaac Wilson. And he's making sure that he finishes the play there. Long body, long frame, having great extension on their offensive line, creating some good pressure.
Charger O-line did a great job there. Just Wilson didn't have anybody open. He ran out of time. 3rd and 8 from the 41. The catch is made. No, it's incomplete. Incomplete. So here we are again, guys. This is the 3rd straight possession where we have a 4th and 8 near midfield. A 4th and 3, a 4th and 2, whatever it is on 4th down. These teams have a tough decision to make, but it's really not that hard in this situation. No point in punting it. You trust your defense. This is a championship game. You got to roll the dice. Wilson, a nice pocket, plenty of time over the middle. Incomplete! And the Skyridge defense makes another stand. 4 times in this game, Skyridge gets a 4th down stop, and Corner Canyon turns the ball over on downs.
I feel like the water boy right now. The announcer's on the water boy. It's 4th down. Can't hold anything back now.
I keep saying it over and over again.
We've had 3 4th downs here in the last 4 minutes. This has been crazy.
We're down to 3:26 left, 3rd quarter, and this is just a defensive slugfest. It feels like next team to score could win it. The defenses have been that good. Tate Walker on the carry for Skyridge. Past the 45 to the 46-yard line. This is just, both teams want this so bad, Sly. You can tell. This is just max effort. Both teams giving it their all. This has been about as even as a championship game can get.
It's what we want to see. Great matchups here.
Hillstead's going to hand it off to Tate Walker again. He's got a 1st down.
Finding his way through. This is awesome. It's, as we said before at the beginning of the game, it's not those big chunk ones, but it's enough. 4 or 5 yards on 1st down here. Getting those 1st downs, keeping the chains moving. It's going to open up the pass game. And McKay Hillstead's not taking hits by handing the ball off.
Skyridge offensive line off to a good start on this drive. Those are 2 big pushes that they got in the run game there. 1st down and 10 from the Corner Canyon 47-yard line. Hillstead's going to throw. Catch is made by Kalama. He doesn't get much, though. He gets about 4. They're going to give him 4 yards to the 48-yard line. Or the 43-yard line. Jaron Allen with the tackle. Second down and 6. We're under 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. I don't think anybody thought this score in the 3rd quarter, but here we are. McKay Hillstead connects. He's got room to run down the sideline. They finally get him out at the 20-yard line.
Caleb Yentes.
That's Josh Davis, the tight end. Was that number 8?
That was 8. Or 9.
That's number 9. That is
Josh Davis.
That is Josh Davis. That's Josh Davis, the tight end.
It's a big body moving like that.
1st and 10, Skyridge. They're at the 27-yard line. Hillstead with trips to his left. He's going to look that way. The catch made by Kalama. He's dangerous in these situations. Gets about 5 yards down to the 22. Still trying to get Lakea Kalama
in the end zone.
Into the wide open. He's been very involved in this game. Missed him earlier on that 4th down. They could have had a touchdown. Sorry, 3rd down. They had to settle for a field goal. Hillstead, another quick shot outside. Guess who? Kalama trying to get him in the open space. He gets a 1st down here to move the chains. He's down to the 14-yard line.
It's just quick twitch. He's so quick twitch. Look at this move right here. Patience, and then go straight upfield right there. Quick twitch, gets good 8 yards right there.
He's able to juke guys while going forward.
Yes. Yeah, that is definitely a talent. Get him the ball in many different scenarios. I think you might even see him on a fly sweep later on in the second half.
Under a minute to play, 3rd quarter. Hillstead going to hand it off.
Oh.
Walker's in trouble. Corner Canyon's defense comes up with the TFL.
Can't go sideways. Can't go sideways. You got to get north and south quick. Here, he goes sideways. Just go right up. Even if you see a defender, you got to go right at his chest, and hopefully you can fall forward for a yard. The Corner Canyon had that snuffed out. They did a great job reading their keys, taking that, getting off blocks. You can't go sideways.
Dave Britton, Owen Borg, and Tank Mitchell all in on that tackle for loss. 2nd down and 14. The whistles blow.
End of the 3rd.
And the quarter is over. Interesting quarter, guys.
Yeah, no score.
No scoring. But it was all defense. But the Skyridge Falcons are knocking on the door. 10-7. Skyridge leads. They're in the red zone when we come back with the 4th quarter after this.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
We begin the 4th quarter of the 6A state championship game. 12 minutes from crowning a champion. Skyridge leads 10-7, and they are driving. Now at the Corner Canyon 18-yard line, but it's 2nd and 14 after the tackle for loss. Hillstead takes the snap to open the 4th. He's going to keep up the middle, breaks a tackle or two before he's wrapped up at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 7. I'll bring up 3rd down.
It's the first of that we've seen in this game, right? The QB run game. Testing that out.
And I was just about to say, last quarter of the year, can't hold anything back.
Nope. 3rd and 7 from the 11.
As he said, you want to throw towards the blitz. It looked like Corner Canyon was coming to the blitz to the right side of the offense. Let's see if they run a slant route on that backside, double slant, hit that second window.
The rush comes. Hillstead going to the end zone. Caught, touchdown! Skyridge! Jace Doman with a touchdown in the 6A state championship game, and the Falcons take a 16-7 lead.
How about that? Great job by McKay Hillstead escaping the rush, but coming back to the slant backside to a wide open Doman.
Wide open. This can give the Falcons a 10-point lead. The extra point is good. So with 11:08 left to play, the Skyridge Falcons have a 17-7 lead, and they are 11:08 away from their first state championship.
Very exciting for these guys. Big fourth quarter coming up big. Yeah. Just a nice in route on that backside. As I said, that blitz vacates people from that area. So if it's not a slant, just a delayed in route right there, it'll still come wide open because of the vacated people going into that blitz. But great job by the offensive line of picking it up, and McKay Hillstead running away from it to give himself more time. Just beautifully orchestrated by Skyridge.
Now you think Jace Doman, his dad, Brandon Doman, won multiple state championships in this stadium as a quarterback for Skyline. Of course, has a famous touchdown in that end zone as well in 2000 here in the stadium. So quite a family tradition of the Domans playing well in the state championship game here at Rice and Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Yeah, what a cool moment for the Doman family as Jay scores a touchdown in the same end zone where his father scored in that 2000 battle between the Utes and Cougars, Lavelle's last game. This is a returnable kick. No, it is not. It's touchback. So the Corner Canyon Chargers will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. This feels massive for Corner Canyon, so I feel like they got to get points here.
You have to. You're down 10. Your defense is playing pretty well, but you got to bail them out here. You know, you've had
how many more possessions are you getting?
Right. You've had 4 fourth downs that didn't go your way. You got to bail your defense out here.
Patterson on the carry. And that Skyridge defense means business as they have all day long.
Wow, that was a tough tackle right there.
Mason Anderson is having himself a game.
Yes, he is. Look at that. Great technique. Drive your feet. Drive your feet. That's the sled drill right there. You see the sled drill all the time on highlights of training camp practices. You tackle, you wrap up, and you keep driving your feet. That's a great job right there by Anderson.
Clock runs. 10.5 minutes to play. Be 2nd and 7 from the 23. Wilson keeps. They get him in the backfield.
Yeah, Skyridge got him in a complex right here. A great job of going side to side here by this defense. Keeping Isaac Wilson bottled up. But now Corner Canyon's in a position where they got to take shots. They got to try to attack him deep. Watch the deep shot here. Corner routes from the inside. China routes from the outside.
3rd and 8. Wilson has a pocket, plenty of time. Going deep, taking a shot. Too high, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down.
And now you have to punt it. You have to punt it here. You didn't help yourself out on 2nd down to get yourself a short 3rd down, so you're looking for the big chunk. The receiver was looking into the sun. Now you got to rely on your defense to get another stop. And against the offense who's doing a great job of methodically moving down the field. They're using up and eating up a lot of clock. You already wasted a timeout, so you only have 2 timeouts left.
Ooh, high snap. Dave Britton pulls it down, gets the punt away. That was dangerous.
Yeah, that could have been holding, too.
Kalama's going to take the fair catch. So Skyridge will start this drive with a short field at their own 47-yard line. We're going to take a quick timeout. 9:31 left to play in the 6A state championship. Skyridge has a 17-7 lead over Corner Canyon, and they have the ball when we come back.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
All right. Oh, let's get it. Put your hands down like this. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Nine and a half minutes left to play in the 6A state championship game. Skyridge with the 17-7 lead and the ball from their own 47. Hillstead taking a shot deep. Knocked away. That was almost intercepted. Ruben Otuafi was right there. And Kalama had to become a defensive back.
I just don't like that call. I mean, it's a kill shot one. But if you get that intercepted, that swings a big momentum shift back into Corner Canyon. But you're doing a great job with your game plan of eating up clock, running the football, taking short passes in the RPO game. Stay on that. Run this clock out.
Hillstead's going to keep up the middle, trying to get to the middle, but he's not going to. Hillstead now with that same burst we're used to seeing him have.
Yeah.
Gets a yard on the play, but that defense was there. They knew he was coming.
But here you keep the clock going. It's what you needed to do on first down, too. That would have been a great play call on first down. And now it's 3rd and 9. So this could be a quick 3 and out, essentially. You only wasted, 10 seconds off the clock.
Corner Canyon showing blitz. 3rd and 9. Let's see if the pressure comes, and let's see how Hillstead handles it. Big play here. He's going to go to his left. Throws it off his back foot, and it's incomplete. And the Corner Canyon defense gets a 3 and out.
Dave Britton with the pressure. Saw the blitz coming and still couldn't stop it. Great job by Britton in executing the blitz, bringing the pressure so Hillstead did not have an opportunity to complete it downfield. And it was incomplete, so it stopped the clock. Great job all the way around.
Outstanding effort by the Corner Canyon defense on that drive. Quinn Hill takes the fair catch at 25. So the Chargers still have 8:30 remaining. They need 2 scores. Their defense giving them the opportunity.
And guys will not take care and not be returned to this ball game. We haven't seen him in the second half, but was able to confirm he will not be back.
That's just been a massive loss. He's their deep threat. He's their leading receiver. Put up massive numbers this year. That's just a massive loss for Corner Canyon's offense. Wilson in trouble.
Oh, gosh, pressure coming.
Gets it out. What a throw by Wilson.
Oh.
Isaac Wilson with a laser under pressure. The catch made by Quinn Hale out to the 42-yard line. That is Wilson's best throw of the game.
Oh, my gosh.
What a play by the junior. Woo. Threw it low where no one else could get it. That moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 42. Another catch made. Is that a fumble? They're calling it incomplete.
No,
incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. That was close. But they're going to call it incomplete.
He made a football move, but it was kind of a bang-bang play, so I get it.
That would have been game, set, match.
Oh, yeah, I think it could have went either way there, but a tie would go to the offense there, incomplete.
Still Corner Canyon ball, 2nd and 10 for the 42. Wilson, pressure comes. He's going down. The Skyridge defense gets to Wilson, gets the sack.
How about that timely blitz by Skyridge?
Tausili Akana. He is an All-American for a reason.
But the pressure up the middle, Akana doing a great job on the edge. But the pressure up the middle made Isaac Wilson step up, and Akana finished the job. They've been getting pressure with just 4 people rushing all game. And then you throw in that nice pressure up the middle from the linebacker, and you get there at a crucial moment in this 4th quarter.
3rd and 17. Wilson in the pocket, throws a strike.
Oh!
Incomplete. And the Skyridge defense forces another 4th down. 4th and 17.
This is so tricky. You're down by 10.
You got to punt.
You got
punt.
to. Yeah. As I said the last drive, I don't think Skyridge did a great job of taking time off the clock. And so I think that they will do that here. We'll see.
Britton gets it off. Fair catch is made by Kalama at the 27-yard line, and that's where Skyridge will start this next drive. With Skyridge with a 10-point lead, 17-7, with 7:08 left to play and the ball when we come back.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
7:08 play in this 6A state championship game. The Skyridge Falcons 7 minutes away from their first state title, up 10 against Corner Canyon. 1st and 10, Skyridge from their own 27. Up the middle with Tate Walker. He stopped quickly. Dave Britton with the tackle. This Corner Canyon defense has played championship football today.
Yeah, no question. Dave Britton leading the charge, playing amazing today. These linebackers play with aggression. They know exactly what this game is all about.
Corner Canyon lost the state championship game to Lone Peak last year on this field. They're back here again for the 5th straight year. But they're running out of time. He'll sit over the middle. That catch is made. No, it's dropped. Jensen had it and then could not hold on as he went to the turf. That will stop the clock. 6:22 left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. It was there, play to be made. It would have been first down, would have kept the clock going. But an incomplete pass stops the clock and makes it 3rd down and 10.
Another big moment in this game right now. a 3rd and 9. The Corner Canyon Chargers have got to get a stop. Hillstead. That pass is broken up. It's incomplete. Jensen making the case that he caught it and was down, but they're not going to give it to him. So that brings up 4th down.
This ball was just too far inside. It's got to be outside. You got to throw this ball outside. It's just too far inside for the coverage that Corner Canyon is bringing. You got to throw that ball outside. Keep it competitive here, but now you're punting it back to Corner Canyon, keeping this game interesting.
Fair catch is made by Hale at the 40. This Corner Canyon defense continues to come up with key stops here in the 4th quarter.
Yes.
They need their offense to respond. We'll see if they can with 6:10 remaining. Right after this, Skyridge leads Corner Canyon 17-7 in the 6A state championship.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
We are back, 6:10 remaining in the 6A state championship here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. The Corner Canyon Chargers are down 10, 17-7 with the ball at their own 40-yard line.
2 scores. So
gotta have 2 scores.
Here's the thing: is like you gotta score quick. Within the first 2 minutes of this drive, you gotta score, get a big chunk. Whether that be a field goal and leave it for a touchdown last, you gotta score quick, one or the other.
Well, really, guys, it's who are they going to turn to with no care? You know, is it Quinn Hale? Who's going to step up and be that guy? In the last few drives, you haven't had, got to find out who Isaac can trust in the middle of the field.
My guy is Jackson Ames. You know, he came up big last game against the semifinals. You got to target him again here.
Wilson in the pocket, threw behind the receiver. It's incomplete. It was Braden Iyer, the intended receiver, the junior. And we got a flag on the field.
Is it holding or is it offside?
It was right here on the sideline. It was really late.
Against Corner Canyon. Yeah. Because I've seen it. Talasilio he's doing a great job with pressure. The offensive lineman just got his hands around him there. He wasn't able to get off. And the penalty coming from that side judge right there. They caught him in the action.
1st and 20 now. Chargers behind the chains. Wilson's going to carry it, and he's going to run. He's done it a lot today. And he does it again here.
It's back to the original line of scrimmage.
10-yard gain for Wilson, back to the 40. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Great decision right there. You got Talasini O'Connor getting to a wide 9, leaving open running lanes for Isaac Wilson to run through there. Great choice to pick up that big chunk play.
Wilson looking left. Now he's going to throw the screen pass.
Wow.
Patterson's got room to run. Patterson to the edge. Drew Patterson to the 30, down inside the 25 to the 24, and we got a flag in the backfield. This is going to be an interesting call.
Yeah, that might be coming back.
Wilson got banged up a little bit on the play, too.
Oh, wow. It's so hard to call roughing the passer nowadays. Because I'm like, what is roughing the passer? Because he hit Isaac Wilson as he let the ball go. It's a screen pass, so they let the defender go. The defender got there. It wasn't late, but was it too high? Was it too rough? You know, and as guys were talking about Tom Brady, maybe we got to lay him on the ground. What is roughing the passer there? Because as a former defender, I'm a little biased.
A little bit. Drew Patterson in the Wildcat. 1st and 10, Corner Canyon from the 12. Follows a blocker. He's going nowhere. That Skyridge defense isn't having it.
You know, guys, and I keep talking about no care on longer situations, but it's really here in the red zone of who does Isaac Wilson trust to throw the ball to inside the 20-yard line.
Wilson's back out there. Let's find out. Iakopo Malafau, the sophomore, led the charge on that last TFL. They actually gave him 9 yards on the play, so just a regular tackle. 2nd and 9 from the 11. Wilson going to go to the end zone, taking a shot. Great effort, but it's thrown too high. That was Bridger Davies, the intended receiver. So now 3rd and 9 from the 11. .418 left in this 6A state championship game. The Chargers need a score. Wilson up the middle. Gets down to the 4. 2 yards short of the marker.
Oh, 4th down.
It is 4th and 2, guys. Another 4th down.
Do you kick the field goal to take the 3 points? Because I said you had to score quick because they're going to give the ball back. But they're going to go for it here because they're going to go for that onside kick to make this interesting. This is the play of the game. Let's see what happens.
We have not seen him throw to this trip side very much today, guys.
Changing the play here. This might be QB keep.
Wilson in the pocket. Going to keep. Can he get to the marker?
Denied.
He's short. The Skyridge defense holds again. What a stand by the Skyridge defense.
Great job by Skyridge here. Staying flat, staying on your keys. That might be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
How about Smith Snowden, Sly? He's not just a DB. He read that thing and got in there and got the stop.
He knew what check that was, and this is going to Smith Snowden smarts here. That's why whatever school he chooses to go to here in a couple weeks is going to be truly honored with this guy's special talent because he's seen that check play. I've seen the check play, exactly what they're running, and I was like, that's QB keep, and that's exactly what they did there.
You had it. 17-7, Skyridge leads with the ball, 3:28 left. Can they kill this clock and win their first state championship? The clock will run there. Tate Walker with a carry. So Corner Canyon is going to use their timeouts now. They have one left after this. Remember early in the third quarter when both teams used a timeout.
Yes. Yes.
And now those timeouts are precious for Corner Canyon. They have one left after this.
So the thing is, Skyridge needs to convert a first down at the very least, right? The middle of the field is wide open. These Corner Canyon linebackers are so aggressive right now. This Derrick Henry, Tim Tebow jump pass, dump pass over the middle. I would play action fake, and as I'm going through the fake, I would pull up and throw to the tight end dump right over the middle. You'll get a big, big game. It'll give you separation. and this game will essentially be over if they do that.
Well, so you got to think, too, but 3:20, one timeout left for Corner Canyon. Veers Skyridge just being smart with the football.
Yeah.
Nothing free. You know, if you give him a free 7 here on a fumble or anything else, I mean, you're really doing him a favor. I'm never the vanilla guy unless it's ice cream. But I think I'm fine. I'm going to run 3 up the middle. I want to put it away and trust that Corner Canyon, who's not scored since the first drive of the game, that they're not going to score 2 drives here in the last 3:20.
I mean, I love it because, you know what? You're up. They need 2 scores, right? So if I run the clock out as much as possible, right, it'll get it down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I'll punt the ball away, and then Corner Canyon only has 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get 2 scores.
And no timeouts.
But what if I just keep it away from him here? We play keep away by converting this first down.
You sound like an offensive player, not a linebacker.
I'm sounding like somebody who's played a lot of games and seen a lot of weird stuff happen.
Yeah,
remember what we played about 3-4 years ago, Lone Peak, Corner Canyon, and it was about 17 points that Corner Canyon scored in the last.
They go with the pass, and it's caught by Kalama. He's close to the marker, 2 yards short.
Still third down, though.
It'll be third and 2, and Corner Canyon's going to use another timeout.
I'm not going to lie. I held my breath. I thought that ball was going to get tipped out of McKay's hand, man. I saw Patterson. I thought he got his hand on that ball. He was right there.
Yeah, Sly mentioned that classic Corner Canyon Lone Peak game we called 3 years ago.
Insane.
Cole Hagan led that comeback for Corner Canyon. They scored 2 touchdowns in 90 seconds to win.
That Cole Hagan to Cody Hagan.
Yep. So it can be done. We've seen it with our own eyes. You never know.
So you want to play keep away. You want to get this first down.
Yeah, you don't mess with this.
How aggressive are you on 3rd down and 3, though?
On defense?
Right now, I mean, look here, you're 3rd down and 2, so you got the ball at the 12.
You call timeout. You don't have to be aggressive. On defense, you don't have to be aggressive. On offense, you got to be smart. One, you got to take care of the football. That's no matter what I do, I got to take care of the football, right? Because let's say I run the ball here right up the middle. I don't get it. I can waste all the time off the clock and call timeout for myself and leave 2 minutes and 30 seconds and then punt it away.
It's a direct snap.
Oh, he got it.
They're going to give it to him. That's a first down.
That might be the game there.
That is a crucial first down. They go with the direct snap.
Great play call.
Tate Walker. Tate Walker right up the middle.
That was the play that Corner Canyon ran against Skyridge this year on a big 3rd down and 1, where Isaac Wilson actually the ball went over his head, and it was a direct snap to Drew Patterson. That was the exact same play that Corner Canyon used to ice that game earlier the year.
So, Dusty, are you saying that the Skyridge coaches may not have forgotten about that play?
Well, I'm saying Justin Ham coached for Eric Kerr, and Justin Ham knows that one.
Pretty cool. 1st and 10 for Skyridge. They're just going to run the ball now. Corner Canyon is out of timeouts. They cannot stop the clock. So one more first down might do it. And when you take into account that this is a 2-score game, Corner Canyon's in trouble here. They'll keep fighting. 2nd and 9 for Skyridge.
Got to protect the football. Play clock's down to 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark. Kalama's in motion, and they're going to
call timeout right before it.
Skyridge with the timeout.
Which is smart. They still got one after this, too.
We'll keep it here.
So they can use up all the time on this 3rd down, right? The 2nd down. They run the ball here. They run another 40 seconds off the clock. They run the ball again after that, another 40 seconds off the clock. And then they punt it. And it'll leave Corner Canyon with like 30 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds, 25 seconds left.
And got to think how crazy it is for Skyridge. They beat Corner Canyon the first time they played them, 34-33, right? It's the famous last game for Zach Wilson, down 26-6. Got that win. And it's been 5 straight losses since that time, including a state championship in 2018. And to go full circle at this group for John Lehman is kind of a special thing for Skyridge has not gotten Corner Canyon. Twice they thought they would get them, and they didn't, including this year. If they're able to pull this off and ice this thing away, it's kind of a special moment here for Coach Lehman in his final game.
This would be the storybook ending for Coach Lehman and this program and all these seniors. This team built for this moment. The carry, not much there for Walker. The clock will continue to run. Let's see if Skyridge takes a timeout at the end of this play clock. Down under 10 on this play clock. We're down to 1:10 on the game clock. They're going to run it. Kalama.
Wow.
To the field. Corner Canyon gets the tackle.
Stay in bounds.
Stays in bounds, though. So it'll be 4th down. Skyridge has the timeout. Game. That clock continues to run. You can see the joy on that Falcons line as they walk off the field.
Yeah, shoot, I would even take a delay game, make sure I get every second of that 40 seconds, and then punt it away. And you'll leave about 20, 25
There'll
seconds.
Be 21 seconds left on the game clock as they call timeout here on 4th down. A lot would have to happen in 20 seconds. So as far as game management and clock management go,
perfect.
Skyridge handled that about as well as you could.
Perfect.
And they are 21 seconds away.
4th down conversions, 4th down non-conversions. So what is Corner Canyon today? 0 for 6 on 4th down or 0 for 5 on 4th down?
I've lost track.
I think they're 0 for 6 on 4th down today. And they needed it. They needed it multiple times. They were in field goal range on at least 2 of them. And on this one where they didn't convert, we said it. We're like, go for a field goal now and save the touchdown for the next time you get the possession. Right? And that could have been a critical point as well. But great job by Skyridge of staying resilient all game and assuring themselves the victory here.
21 seconds left. Ian Kiesler will punt from the 6-yard line. The snap is good. The kick is off. They could not get to it. Quinn Hale. It bounces. Hale will let it go. More clock. That takes a lot of time off the clock. Down to 11 seconds. So Corner Canyon will get a play, but they don't have the time that they're going to need to win this football game. Barring something crazy, the Skyridge Falcons are 11 seconds away. Wilson in this offense will take one shot. Ames gets out of bounds, so that's 5 seconds left on the clock. They'll get one more play. One more play left in this 6A state championship game. Isaac Wilson takes the snap. The catch is made out of bounds. We're going to get one more play.
Wow.
1 second left on the clock.
All right. Well, Hail Mary here. Let's see in the end zone.
The Gatorade bath has already taken place a little prematurely.
Let's see.
And there's a flag on the play.
Sideline warning.
There's a lot of people in the stadium that thought that was going to be it.
Right.
It was close. 1 second left. The Skyridge Falcons sending Coach Lehman out with a Gatorade bath.
Well, this makes it a little closer.
So the Chargers will try to get some points here, but not enough time. This will be the final play of the game.
Smith Snowden can get an interception on his way out of the building here.
Wilson takes a shot to the end zone and is intercepted.
The other way.
The wait is over. The Skyridge Falcons are state champions.
How about that? Skyridge coming through. Beautifully orchestrated game. Great game plan, right? From the jump, the first possession, they took control, converted many third downs, controlled the clock, took about 4 or 5 minutes off the clock on that first possession, ended with a miraculous throw from McKay Hillstead into the end zone there. And then throughout the game, it was just back-to-back. It's just awesome job. A lot of these seniors have been waiting for this opportunity. Region 4 opponent. Just taking it home, taking it all in. Corner Canyon, unfortunately, 2 years in a row here, making it to the state finals, but not coming away with the title.
In their third state championship appearance, the Skyridge Falcons finally get it done. They will take home that trophy. What an impressive group of senior stars and role players that did their job. Came up here to Rice-Eccles Stadium. And in the second meeting between these two teams, the Falcons find a way. It wasn't pretty. They didn't light up the scoreboard like we thought they would. But the Skyridge Falcons take care of business and will bring home their first state championship trophy in the 7-year existence of this program. John Lehman.
It's a lot of things to celebrate, huh?
John Lehman, state championship in his final game at Skyridge.
Awesome. What a matchup. What an opportunity for these seniors. Both sides.
Blown away by both defenses, Sly. Both defenses play well. Isaac Wilson played well in his first state championship game at quarterback for Corner Canyon. You're just looking at both these teams, and Skyridge just had a little bit more talent. And
Which
they found a way.
Crazy to say that, right?
Yeah, because Corner Canyon is loaded with talent, but you have two All-Americans in Tausili Akana and Smith Snowden. And then on offense, you had Laakea Kalama, who made plays all year long, and your senior quarterback, a 3-year starter, McKay Hillstead. Who led this team to victory. Their first state championship.
It's a beautiful game. This was, this is state championship football. This is at its peak. It was actually a relatively very clean game, right? I think there was only one false
Very well
start.
played game.
Yeah, very well played, but extremely clean. Just awesome to watch. This was just a tremendous, well-coached football teams offensively. And as you just said, Jared, the defenses in both of these have played well. But this is something that neither of these schools are going to forget. To know that that region is just so awesome, and year after year that those regions are most likely are in the state finals is just something truly awesome.
Dusty Lister standing by with All-American Tausili Akana.
Walk me through the emotions.
It's a great feeling right now. We've been preparing and getting after it throughout the weeks, and we've just been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Skyridge got Corner Canyon. You've gone through your run here to get them in your final game wearing the orange and white. How's it feel?
So it feels good, The weather's a little different, but hey, we fought through the diversity.
Yeah, talk about this defense. You guys turn them over on downs a bunch. They move the ball, but you wouldn't let it finish. What is it about this defense that just never says die and doesn't surrender points?
I definitely say our defense is just different. You know, we got a lot of athletes out there that can do so much different type of things, and it's just made for them in the spot. So, yes, sir.
The senior group to stay together. You went to semifinals every single year. You punched a ticket to the championship game, but you did in a year without McKay Hillstead most of the year. What does it say about this group that you didn't fold in, you built things up, and you kept going?
I definitely say it's special again. You know, we just kept fighting. Even with the man down, you know, we just had to get the next man ready and just ready to go.
He sent Coach Lehman out with a championship. What does that mean?
It means a lot. You know, he's a great dude, great coach. Helped me through a lot throughout the season, and I just want to thank him.
Awesome. Hey, Dusty, congratulations, brother.
Thank you so much.
We'll get a couple more, guys.
Thanks, Dusty. We'll go back to you in a moment as the trophy presentation is about to begin. Tausili Akana, an All-American. What a way to end your high school football career, and with the 6A state championship.
To say the least. Did it in a big way, too, right? You know, as Dusty said, and he said earlier, without McKay Hillstead for a good portion of this season. You know, he is your leader the last couple of years. You know, his team has gone as he's gone, and for him to miss a good chunk of the year, you know, and for them to never lose hope and know that he was coming back and was going to make this happen is just, you know, shows the fortitude of this team, the mindset of this team to fight through the adversities of the season, the ups and downs. As Tausili said, you know, got to get the next man ready, next man up. You know, people go down all the time, but it ain't going to stop our mission of winning the state title, and it didn't this year.
State championship trophy is about to be given to the Falcons. There it is. Those young men have been waiting for that moment ever since they picked up a football. And now that moment is theirs. They've earned it. How special is that? Let's go down to Dusty Lister as head coach John Lehman.
What a way to go out. Yeah. Last one. We talked about this yesterday. Now that the moment came, what's going through your mind?
It's just an unbelievable ride. You know, you think about the whole process and the grind and how hard it is, and the successes that push you forward, and the setbacks that cause you to fight a little bit more. And so I just think about all these people that just keep fighting and love each other and compete.
You know, it's been 5 years. You got them in your second year, and it goes all through. Does it mean anything else? Does it mean something extra to beat Corner Canyon? They're the standard of Utah high school football the last few years. Does it mean anything else to get that win over Eric Kerr's Corner Canyon Chargers?
Well, we would have been happy against anybody.
Unless it was American Fork.
Eric's a great coach. You know that his team is going to get better as the season goes. They're going to have great athletes. They're going to be disciplined. And so, yeah, you know, we want to beat the best. And we don't want to have to go against a team that is shorthanded or doesn't have it or is not, doesn't have it all together. We want to beat the best, and that was it right there.
Talk about, I know it always goes to the quarterback. McKay Hillstead, 3 years starter. This year there's been so much adversity with his ankle, trying to get him back for the championship run and to come through. I mean, what does that mean to see what Seven went through?
It's unbelievable. The kid has a heart that's bigger than anything I've ever seen in my life. And to be totally honest with you, I was just happy I got to be able to be front and center and watch him play football, because he is magic.
You've known Smith since he was 3 years old. Yeah. You see the way he played today. It wasn't just playing corner. He came up, made big plays like a linebacker on some zone reads, played great, and you sent him out the W as well.
Yeah, Smith means so much to me. You know, I've watched him grow up. I've watched him mature. I've watched him compete. I've watched him grow. I've watched him become one of the best cover corners that this state has ever seen. And just like McKay, like sometimes I'm just in awe watching him on the field and the things he does and the character that he plays with. And, both of those guys are close to 4.0 GPAs and super high character guys. And just a pleasure to coach him.
Tausili showed why he's an All-American today.
He's unbelievable. He can do anything on a football field. And he's got great character as well, and he plays so hard and he cares so much to go along with his talent, and it's same thing with him.
State champion John Lehman, congratulations, coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Let's go!
Do we have to get off the field? No.
This is our field.
They are in no rush to get out of here. They're going to enjoy this moment. That was great.
Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
Got 30 seconds.
Yeah, this moment, not only for Coach Lehman, but these players truly understand, what it starts in the offseason, right? To training camp, to the first week of the season, to the ups and downs of injuries, losses, victories. They just made it happen all the way to the culmination of this championship. And you see Corner Canyon over there just, man, the last 2 years we've missed the boat. And they're having to watch Skyridge celebrate. And it's just, this whole moment, this is just, it's so passionate. These guys put in so much work to get here to this moment. And, to come second place, for me, I was Corner Canyon in this. We went in all the Super Bowl my rookie year and had to watch Green Bay celebrate. It's the crappiest moment ever. But, it brings motivation for you to train harder and come back next year. And then for Skyridge, I got to train hard to stay on top, But great first championship for this school and amazing football game.
Let's go down to Dusty, who's got McKay Hillstead.
McKay, man, it's been a run. Yep. What's going through your mind?
No, a lot of things. I'm really happy to be here. Kind of emotional. I've been through a lot over this past year. Just, happy to go win it.
It's all the journey that adds to everything. You think of your journey, 3 trips to semifinals, and here you are coming your senior year, and you're going off like gangbusters, man. You have the ankle injury.
Yep.
What is it that you've learned about yourself this year, going through having to get better to get better?
Really, in life you're not presented many challenges, many things where you can really overcome it. So honestly, I've just learned to just, love what I'm being presented with and just, accept what's going on and then be able to power through because of my spirit, so just things like that.
In the middle of this game, you just couldn't quite open things up. Yeah. What were you guys able to do to stay kind of in there as your defense is pitching, getting you stops, getting the ball back? What were you guys saying on the sideline to stay together?
A lot of it is just keeping it under control, just staying calm and maintaining our even keel. And really, as long as we do that, we know we're going to make plays. We got the talent to do it, so that's what we did.
Hey, you talk about the talent of this team. You have a lot of it, including Smith and Tausili. Yeah. You guys have been through so much together.
Yeah.
What is it like for the three of you, kind of the three-head stars here? There's a bunch of you, but the 3 are kind of the headliners to come through now and go home with the state championship.
It feels fantastic. We all came from different schools at some point in time, so coming to Skyridge kind of made it our home, made it our place where, we built up a culture, and I think we did a good job, so it just feels great.
Final game for Coach Lehman. You sent him out with the state championship. Talk about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been with Coach Lehman, fantastic coach, great motivator, and it's always telling us how we do our job correctly, and just a great coach. So I'm super happy for him, super happy for our team.
Hey, McKay, congratulations, man, state champion.
Thanks, Dusty. McKay Hillstead certainly left a mark and a legacy at Skyridge High School. Now he's off to Utah State to play for the Aggies. That'll do it. That's the 6A state championship game. The Skyridge Falcons have won the 6A state championship. We'll now get ready for the 5A state championship coming up next. Lehigh and Timpview with a 2:30 kickoff. For Stevenson Sylvester, Dusty Lister, and the entire Game Night Live crew, we hope you enjoyed the 6A state championship game and this special presentation of Game Night Live. We'll be back here at 2:30. for the start of the 5A state championship. Until then, the KSL Sports Rewind guys will have a full half-hour wrap-up of this 6A state championship. So long, everyone.